stream anymore.
Hello.
Hi.
And welcome to episode 6. My name is Tommy, and I live in this house. I am not starting off with a Space Latino joke, because the joke's over.
Oh, okay.
But also, I need to confess something. The confession comes in the form of a sentence. And that sentence is, I really struggled with planning this session. Honey, can you shut the door? Thank you so much. You're a gem.
We don't want any outside sound pollution coming in.
Yeah.
Ruining our
But the breeze
recording.
was lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was nice.
I struggled because I am very loyal to what is called writing rules. For instance, if a book is written in first person, that person cannot die. Because if the person is in first person, they are reciting the story. Therefore, they should not die. Because that means they would be writing their own death.
Okay.
Doesn't make any sense.
No.
Hi, honey.
Correct. Correct. Don't switch that tense.
Referring to a story that we read. Anyway, so there is a particular rule that I had to resist. And that rule is, do not trick your readers unless you gave them an opportunity to see it coming. And I had to really resist just picking you guys up and suddenly starting session with a complete about face. I'll get to it later.
Yeah.
But it was so tempting to just bluntly say, like, and you wake up in a bank. And you're like, how, what? But we're at Hogwarts. So, instead, I'm changing the story so it actually flows from the moment that you got your tarot card reading. You wrote down what those cards were, right?
I did.
Okay, cool. So, we are starting from you walking down the corridors of Hogwarts Castle towards Potions class. Your favorite class. You, Aaron, are going to meet him there because you have Potions class together. Because you're both in 5th years, so all the 5th years have it together. You are walking to Potions class. How are you feeling?
Excuse me.
I mean,
Gassy.
I'm literally just reciting House Lizard Smoke Fork in the Road over and over and over again.
You hear him say, House Lizard Smoke, House Lizard Smoke, House Lizard Smoke.
What's the fork in the road mean?
The professor's gonna hear you.
You're in the corridor right now.
Oh, I don't know, but I want to know.
Is the professor behind us?
Oh. As you guys are walking down the corridor and you're looking at him baffled like, are you okay?
Tell me more.
You come across Franz, who is leaning up against a corridor archway with a book open, and he hears you mumbling and go, you got it, buddy.
Franz.
What do you do?
Do you have any idea what it means? I'm curious.
Oh, I have theories.
Okay. Do you want to lay them on me? You don't have to.
Not right now.
Okay. All right.
Not while Franz is reading out a book and nonchalantly just addressing the fact that I'm repeating the same passage over and over and over again. Very just calmly, like, you got it, buddy. Franz.
What are you reading, Franz?
Thank you. That's exactly what I was going to ask him.
I am reading, he flips over the cover to read the cover, a generalized history of legends and theories of history throughout wizarding. I don't know, there's just much.
Oh, well. That sounds very interesting.
Give me a cunning check.
4, but I have 1 cunning, so 5.
12, but I have 0 cunning, so 12.
But +2 because you know Franz.
Oh,
so
cool.
you realize it's a little strange that Franz didn't already know the name of the book he's halfway through.
Yeah. It's interesting. Isn't there like a title page within the book, Franz?
I flipped near the middle of the book.
Are you feeling all right, Franz?
He actually looks up at both of you. I'm fine.
This is peculiar.
All right.
Outside of character, what class does he have right now? Does he have the same class?
All potions, yeah.
Oh, wow.
As the door opens, leading into the dungeons, into Potions class, actually the very same hallway in which Perry Botter, several years from now, will be trying to find a Slytherin that may or may not be there.
Oh, no.
So creepy. Anyway, you are hit with the smell of
Mud.
smoke.
Interesting.
Oh.
Peculiar.
Oh.
I go, house legends. What?
The person who's...
I was expecting a spit
Maybe
take for a
that's
second.
what it means.
The person who opened the door is an older gentleman who you know is not Professor Thornby. And you know it's Professor
Thornberry.
Thornby's... Professor Thornby's...
Nigel.
Professor Thornby's husband.
Sorry.
Oh.
Her husband is here because she is getting on quite thoroughly in age, as it were, and therefore she needs some help with either seeing or moving around or education, so he has come to actually live at the castle to help her. So he is opening the castle, the door to the dungeon, and he kind of silently looks around at all you, kind of nonplussed, and he's like, waving you in. As you guys, I imagine, all start to move towards the door, I need you to give me a cunning check.
This is very delicious. I'm having butterbean. It's really delicious.
A 3.
A 2. Oh, fuck.
Y'all don't hear nothing.
Sounds like...
Let me give Franz a chance, because he's distracted too. 16. Franz hears something, and so he will actually stop, close the book, and go, what the hell? And he'll look further down the corridor, like if you had kept walking past the corridor, you would have gone in that direction. And he's just staring. What do you do?
I want to examine what he's staring at. Because I'm a little on edge having smelled the smoke. And being in the house of lizards.
You walk towards Franz and look where he's looking, and you see the back of Sean Thornwood further down the hall, looking like he's talking to somebody.
Can I assess the direction in which the smoke is coming from?
The potions dungeon. Give me a potions check. You'll get a +6 to this.
19.
You'll know this is sage smoke. It's very typical of Thrombey to have sage. You're just on edge, so you're just like, what is that? Oh, sage.
Okay.
Oh, of course.
It's cleansing.
Yes.
My character would not know that, though, probably.
You're like, mud, cleansing.
Pardon.
Horse hooves, cleansing.
Does it smell particularly different than
No.
usual? Or like an abundance of it or something?
There seems like there might be some Himalayan salt mixed in with the sage this time.
Oh, shit. Are you actually
Making it better sage.
for real?
Cannot escape it.
Because if there's Himalayan salt, I'm going there.
No.
Let's talk to Sean, hey?
No,
No?
I want to talk to Franz. You can talk to Sean. But I want to talk to Franz. And why he's so interested in
I wanted to grab his book.
Thornberry's back.
Can I grab his book, Franz?
You want to sneakily
Yes.
steal the book?
Because he just shut it. And,
He
like,
shut it
spoke
and he's
to
kind of
social
holding it
girls.
like this.
Oh, I don't want to fuck with him. All
Yeah,
right.
he could
okay.
like blow your eardrums out or something crazy. Remember the crescendo?
Crescendo.
Spell?
Yeah. No, thanks. Okay, let's talk to Franz. No, I'll talk to Sean. Okay. All right.
Okay. You wanna
Since
you
since
wanna
Franz is closer,
Oh.
you can start with
Oh.
Franz.
Franz, what are you looking at? It's just Sean with he's burning sage as usual.
No. Sean's not burning the sage, you fool. In the classroom is burning sage. Sean is outside the classroom further down the hall.
Oh,
Yeah,
I misunderstood.
it's okay. You're all discombobulated because of the smoke.
The life's narrator.
Life's narrator.
God confused me.
God very much confused me.
God.
I am the center.
But still, I'm jealous. Why are you looking at Sean's backside?
He will, upon those words,
Enough to a point where you close your book that you clearly know the title of.
he will actually, like, exaggeratingly roll his eyes to look up at the ceiling as he slowly turns his head towards you and then bams it down and looks at you. And he'll say, Gregory, the first night that we were here, last night, you chose to go sit with him instead of me. If you are jealous, perhaps this is medicine of your own making.
I look at the ceiling that he looked at to see if he was looking at anything in particular.
But he indulges you with an answer and says, it is upsetting to hear such upset voices. And as you're hearing him talk, you're actually hearing Sean raising his voice to combat someone else he's arguing with. So at this point, Jenny, Aaron, Lucas, you would be making your way towards Sean's bulbous, muscular butt, and you'd be approaching him and knowing that he is arguing with Briar Kane.
Oh, perfect.
You know instantly that Briar is about a half foot shorter, and it seems like
6'2" after all.
It seems like Sean is actually like using his height to establish dominion over him. It's a Gryffindor prefect standing over a Slytherin who seems quite upset, and you're getting the impression rather quickly that Sean has Briar's book bag.
Hello, chaps. What's going on?
Sean will look over to the side of you, but return back to Briar because he's so upset. Briar will look at you also, almost pleadingly, but then return back to Sean and say, "You have no reason to be taking my belongings at all. I have lost enough." And Sean will say, "I have reason to believe that you have questionable material in your book bag that is not allowed to be checked out at the library. Kane."
And I don't.
You will hear that, by the way.
I don't see how that's your business, though. What is or isn't in his Schrodinger's backpack?
Sean will sigh and pull the part of his robe that has the golden prefect's badge on it. He'll go,
No.
"You were saying?" And put it back on his chest.
What a flex. He is 6'2", you know.
And he will say, "We have a choice here, Briar. You either let me examine your book bag right here in front of everyone, or we go to McGonagall, and we'll do it there."
Choose that one. That last one.
Briar seems reluctant.
Crap. I wish I knew when golden review stuff.
Realistically,
Damn it! Oh shit! I don't know what to do.
I love how she's borderline thief energy tonight.
Yeah.
She's like, "I'm gonna take the book. No, I'm gonna take the book back. Damn it!"
Don't like authority, but my character,
Yeah.
I don't think would mess with a prefect. But my character also likes Briar a little bit.
He hot, man. Actually, Briar in my head is pretty attractive. Always has his green and silver tie, nice and tight.
Okay, and I apologize for this.
Yeah.
I'll use the ADD brain excuse, but I only get one of those tonight, and I just used it.
You get infinite.
So, one option was show McGonagall. What was the other option?
The book bag is opened, and he examines it here and now.
Well, I think to myself, maybe he's too stupid to know what's in there, so maybe he doesn't want McGonagall to see because she might know what it is.
I want to voice something just real quick.
Oh, okay. Yes,
I'm very
please do.
distracted with Franz at the moment. So
Yeah,
even though I
take a
hear
turn.
a lot of stuff going on, I'm not focused on it at all.
Okay.
Because I'm actually kind of in recovery of relationship status right now.
Yeah. Since you've had a few exchanges, how about you have a turn?
Okay. Mostly just the comment about Sean's backside. It was a joke, but really I didn't.
Yeah, but.
Yeah. But I didn't really mean it for it to come between us. I just think that after having been away from Hogwarts and from Gryffindor specifically for so long, and we spent a lot of time during that break, I really needed to kind of reestablish my connection with Gryffindor a bit. It is my house after all.
Franz will nod and seem a bit sheepish and say, "I do appreciate your explanation. It was a bit alarming to see you just walk away without explanation when we so often eat together. But you are a Gryffindor, and you should theoretically be sitting there every single meal. So I understand. You favor me a great deal, and I know."
But what are you reading, though? So curiosity is really getting the best of me.
No,
he will laugh at the sudden change, cool, but what is that? And he'll sigh and actually just turn the page, because his thumb was closed on it, so you actually couldn't have been able to sneak it
No.
by secret. He opens it back up and turns it towards you, and you see a passage. I can actually read it to you if you want.
Sure.
The Jade Wizard is a mantle which is passed down from wizard to wizard within a single wizarding family. Believed to be exceptionally powerful and intuitive, the inclusion of the Jade Wizard into any story brings a note of fate and a paradigm shift within magical history. The Jade Wizard is known to possess a wand or wands, or of rare materials, robes of invulnerability, and an all-seeing crystal ball from the islands of Greece. Their ability to tame dangerous creatures, to root out evil within magical communities, and protect the innocent from oncoming, often unseen, threats, have made their status in the wizarding world that of near legend.
That's cool.
He says, I know. Cunning check.
13.
He has not shared something.
Well, I was gonna ask about the Jade Wizard in particular. Anyway, like, what? Like, is the Jade Wizard like a figurative thing, or is it like an actual person that gets like the Avatar, if you will?
Well, he turns the page and it's titled History. And there's actually examples of that I've also written down, of the inclusions of Jade Wizard's possible involvement with historical events. So he points out, if this is to be believed, they're a real person, hence the near legend status, not mythical. They're not a god.
Do you think that, like, there's like a Jade Wizard responsible for the closure of Hogwarts for a little while or something?
You know,
'cause that seemed pretty historical.
The note that says the ability to tame dangerous creatures stuck out to me with the hide behinds. But
oh, you think I might be a Jade Wizard?
No. I believe that
or the person controlling them,
whoever sent the hide behinds into the castle, if it was on purpose, possibly, maybe, is a Jade Wizard. If Mr. Scamander was telling the truth, and they're not tameable.
He wouldn't lie.
Hear me out real quick.
I would say if I was hearing this, which I'm probably not.
Everything that you just read about the Jade Wizard being a paradigm shift in history and protecting the good and from unseen threats and all that, don't you think that the Jade Wizard would have a naturally, I don't know, good moral compass as opposed to someone who would tame hide behinds for nefarious purposes and then let them loose in a school full of teenagers?
Yes. However, let me see if I can find it. The Jade
Jeff,
Wizard.
sorry. Jeff is really intrigued by this, and I would be more willing to go into this as Jeff. But my character is kind of you're kind of overthinking this.
Well, no, he'll actually say and that's a fair point. Yeah. But we are perceiving a certain paradigm shift as only being pleasurable. But what if some sadness or violence is necessary to a certain party to shift everything for the better? The Jade Wizard is rumored to have involvement in the Irish potato famine, the Black Plague, and the splitting of the Red Sea, but have all been unconfirmed. So it's possible,
Cromwell,
that if they do exist, that it's possible that they also possibly split the Red Sea and then drowned the Egyptians. So that's not kind, but it was a better thing for the whatever they're called.
Well, the Jade Wizard should really account for interference if they wanted the hide behinds to kill in particular groups of people or a specific person. I think it's a bit of an oversight for, a small team of wizards to have taken it out. Or maybe that was their plan all along. Anyway, what I'm trying to get at is if it's a necessary evil, I'm not going to just stand aside and let the hide behinds rip through Ravenclaw.
I agree. I agree. If as you are saying this, it makes me believe less and less that the hide behinds were the responsibility of a Jade Wizard, because they seem to be going for very, very random students.
Dumbledore's powerful. Maybe he's a Jade Wizard. Maybe he's trying to combat the hide behind threat.
Perhaps, but it also says they belong to a single wizarding family. Jenny, what would you like to add on or say to your situation?
Oh, right, okay. Because I didn't hear a word of this, I'm assuming.
Right.
Excuse me, I'm sorry.
I'm going to add some apothecary bubbling music in the background since you're outside the classroom.
Do not think... I think he's abusing his authority. But I'm not going to keep up with that because she wouldn't, probably. So I'm going to just... I don't know how close I am, but I'm going to...
You are like 3 feet away from both of them.
I'm going to step over to Briar, so I'm standing next to him, like shoulder to shoulder, and I'm just going to turn to him and ask him, what would you rather do?
I would rather not be in this position at all.
I know, but if you have to choose...
You know what? He actually speaks louder to Sean so that everybody can hear, because you've kind of convinced him of this. If I had to choose my supposed punishment, I would rather you not be the jury of what I have done. So let's go to a proper teacher, proper authority, Thornwood, and actually have some sort of proper decision-making, not just the guise of authority that you throw around.
Yeah! I say. I couldn't help it.
Several people chortle as you say that and Briar says what he said, and Sean has a slight blush coming onto his face. And he barks, "Let's go!"
Oh, perfect. It's all bastard.
As he just walks past Briar towards Transfiguration Tower. 100 XP. You mended a relationship, 100 XP.
Oh,
Franz liked that.
Franz likes this.
Franz +1.
Heart react. Oh.
Me a lot more than 100 XP. Ah, so far from the next level. And I want a
don't
new spell.
complain.
Damn it.
Yeah, I already thought this was only going to last like 2 sessions, so I'm...
Yeah, I was actually going to point that out. So welcome to episode 6, where we are several episodes past the point where I thought we were going to go, forgetting how often we just stop and talk. But it's fine. I'm not complaining.
Really?
Yeah, I thought it was going to be like 3 episodes at most.
Wow.
Yeah. And last episode was a lot of setup. Mm-hmm. We're back in the meat of it now.
And a lot more happened than I remembered.
So the crew breaks up. The crowd breaks up. So Jenny, you are free. You feel like, that's over. It doesn't really feel right to like follow them to McGonagall's classroom. And you have potions like right now.
I need to get to potions because owls...
You notice, Gregory and Aaron both notice that Franz is still staring at the front of the book before, like, kind of giving it a little shake and putting it into his book bag. And then he gestures to you. Are we making cookies today?
Does it seem like he's still hiding something by chance?
Yeah. But it's class time now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry, how are we placed in the class?
So actually, I was going to cover
sitting
that.
next to him?
So it depends on the classroom. It depends on the assignment per day. So today, you guys are actually randomly assigned to individual couple tables. So you guys are actually, I already rolled for it before session. You guys are not paired together, either with Franz or with each other. You are paired with random NPCs for today. You are going to be coupling to make a new potion today in class. Okay. And it will be both of your guys' responsibility to cut the roots, to de-shell the nuts, to measure properly, to do the proper stirs in the right direction, and yada yada yada, to make the supposed potion. And Professor Thrombey has a relatively weak voice. She's getting quite up there. Like, she's at 90 or very near 90. To the point where people are like, why don't you just retire? She's like, huh? Anyway.
Nonsense. Yes.
Nonsense. Whoever said that?
I seek a soul in search of answers.
A Herodrum.
I sense a soul in search of answers.
Diablo.
You just said that. I know.
My brain always goes, the Rohirrim. That's not what he said. Anyway.
But the primevals, you see.
So, she has her famous cauldron behind her, made of very, very deep onyx color. But the material is actually not really well known. But she asks for her husband to ladle out a potion, and he does so, and pours it through a funnel into a glass vial. And she'll shakily grab it, And she'll show all of you, and show, if it is any lighter than midnight blue, you will kill the target. If it is darker, it will be weaker. Understand?
Draw to the living death?
No, dear heart, no.
Okay.
That's 7th year.
Okay. Sorry.
You will learn to kill each other in 7th year.
Excellent. I mean...
I was just sorry. I was laughing because you're like shaking. You're like,
The DM...
this is highly combustible. If I were to drop this, it would explode and kill us all.
He's mimicking the shaking motion that DM was doing with his hand to show the
The
shaking.
entire dungeon would be blown to bits.
To explain to the viewer.
That's hilarious.
Sorry. That's why I started laughing. Sorry, Jenny.
You guys give me a lore check, please.
Okay. Lore check.
Ah.
It's a cunning one.
No, just straight.
Okay, 15.
2!
Beautiful.
Why do I keep rolling
Jenny,
2?
people, you don't judge people based on their house, or their age, or their gender, or their sexuality.
Oh, surely not.
Aaron judges people based on how kind they are.
Oh.
Therefore, you've
To
never
creatures.
given this any thought. But you know that she is actually head of Slytherin House.
Mm.
But she acts like the least Slytheriest Slytherson that you've ever met.
Okay.
She's super cool. And you like her because this is like your class. Proven by, she'll say, Wollstonholme. And she'll look like away from you. Wollstonholme.
I'm over here.
There you are. Still not looking quite at
Yeah.
you.
Aw.
Could you come get a vial for everyone and disperse them, please?
Yes, of course. I get up and I disperse them.
You do so, as she calmly explains, points to the blackboard, which is over here, actually, and she'll explain what is needed to cut up in half-inch lengths to deshell at least 6 skins worth of the different nuts that are in front of you, and yada 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 yada, all the way down the 6-item list. And she will say at which stages to put them in, counterclockwise 3 times, and some blah, 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 blah. Basically, she's detailing what to do.
Yeah.
Because she's going to say, at the end, she'll say, you will be graded as if this is your OWL examination.
Ah!
Fabulous.
It is good practice.
Okay.
Help each other.
I don't want to get a dreadful...
We're taking our owl for
But
potions right now?
No, it is a simulation. She'll say, but take note.
practice exam.
In the actual examination,
Yeah.
you will be alone. You will not have a partner.
Mm.
So use your resources sparingly, is my recommendation. Any questions?
None at all.
Okay.
I just really hope that she doesn't pick up a vial of like nitroglycerin or something. That'd be terrible.
She drinks her water glove. Anyway.
Oh.
It explodes. Everyone dies.
Alright. You already both have a cauldron in front of you that's between you and your partner.
Mm-hmm.
And it's already brewing with a base of boiling water.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are going to give me 3 potions checks. You will have advantage with the +6.
You're taking into account my herbologist passive.
Exactly.
Okay, cool.
So give me 3 d20s, please, both of you. And Jeff adds 6 to each one of yours.
And does it are these straight checks or are they stat based as well?
Just straight.
Okay. Well, let's go.
Jen.
14
No,
plus
no,
6
no,
for
no.
a dirty 20. 16 plus 6 for 22. And a 9 plus 6 for 15. 20, 22, and 15.
8, 10, and 6.
Alright.
I got a C. An acceptable. My breath smells like eggs, and I've melted the pot like a
Your-
devil.
You and your partner, Jeffrey, do remarkably well, especially considering you carried the entire project. And he's like, wow, we're doing really well. And at one point you just glare at him.
Biochem
Yeah.
memories. I'm sorry, Corey. I'm so sorry. I still feel bad. all these years later.
And you know without a doubt, whatever this is, because she hasn't told you what this is, you made it perfect.
I do want to clarify that my character would not view the other person like arrogantly. I would be explaining what I'm doing step by step to make sure that next time that this person brews a potion, it would be better.
That's
Thank you.
Very good of you.
Thank you for correcting me.
Wow.
That's totally appropriate, and I love it. So they basically treat
Something
it
I'm
like
very passionate about.
they treat it like you are teaching them,
Yeah.
and they're like about to grab their notebook, and they just go for it. They just like, okay, and they're looking at her instructions and like actually seeing the practical, like it should be counterclockwise.
Yeah. Like if there's like 4 nuts to de-shell, I do like 3 of them, and then like on the third one I'm like really specific, and I'm like, okay, you do that with the 4th one. Kind of.
Gotcha. Okay, I like that a lot. Aaron,
Yes.
you struggle
Yes.
throughout. Your partner saves you on the latter 2/3 of the project, but you have a rough start, and both of you are like, these are supposed to be cut up into like 2-inch lengths, right?
Oh, they're all uneven. I'm so sorry.
Wait, what were we cutting the roots or were we cutting the leaves?
I don't know.
Oh crap.
I'm so sorry.
So yours ends up coming out green,
Oh god.
and you're like, oh, fuck.
I'm Neville. I'm hardcore Neville. Oh.
So you will actually see Aaron from across the room. What do you do?
My hair is probably all like
Well,
bushy
like
and
struggling.
sweaty.
I respect the rules of the assignment and the random pairings.
Yeah.
And I do not help Erin. But if she does make eye contact, I look at her and go like, sorry.
You know that at this
Okay.
point, especially with that hue, there's no saving it. It's just like, that's not the same potion.
I'm gonna like try to like say like, start over.
Not enough time. Considering
Yeah.
how long you needed to let it sit and let it stir and everything, there's not enough time to restart. So,
I just kind of give him a resolved look, like, all right,
yeah.
thanks,
All right,
thumbs
then.
up,
Well,
and stop doing my lip quivering that you can't see. I'm trying to explain for the recording. I don't know
bottle
why.
bottle up your drinks, dear, and bring them up for me to see.
What are drinks? Do we make him coffee? You
So-
all made hot brown morning potion.
I'm so embarrassed.
And as they are sit in front of her, she actually takes about 10 minutes to look at each and every one, as she
Okay.
needs that
Oh,
much
God.
time to actually examine them.
Oh jeez.
And so, then, when she eventually gets to yours, she smiles and says, "This is a Wolstenholme creation. I can tell." And she actually pops it open and drinks it.
All right,
It is.
I give you claps.
And she bottles it. And she eventually gets to yours, which yours is not the worst one in the class by a wide margin.
Okay.
There are some people who like somehow made glass.
They're like scoop the ingredients and just like put them into the boiling water like, huh?
I got nothing, man. So you are not worst off, and she'll see it. And she's like, "Good try. You used the leaves, didn't you? Not the roots."
I think I used both, Professor.
Oh, I see. So as a result, this would taste like mouthwash and have no healing properties at all. Because what you have actually made, Gregory, is a middle grade healing potion with specific healing properties for those who are dealing with body aches
Oh dear.
that cannot be tended to by what is it called? What is it called? And her husband actually bends down and he whispers, and she's like, "Yes, Tylenol. It cannot help with aches like Tylenol. It helps with more. So, it helps with if you're on a broom for too long and your crotch burns, or if you're a metamorph magus and your face hurts from all the turning, and things like that."
Right.
I'm going to call this Tylenol Plus.
I took this metal studies. I know what that is. Yes.
Healing property-wise, game-wise, this is a middle grade 3d6 plus 8.
And I got
Hot damn.
mouthwash.
Do I learn the recipe
Yes.
for it?
You
Because
do.
I did such a great job. I'm gonna
Spoiler, you have the ingredients to make this already in your inventory.
We'll call this healing potion.
Yes, standard healing potion recipe.
Standard healing potion. What is that called in this game? Is it just standard healing potion? Okay.
There are other names for it,
Yeah.
but this is a special case that's not Skelegro, so I'm just calling it something else.
Alright, what are the ingredients?
I'm gonna need to see your list again. Just
Okay.
know that you can make them
Okay.
right now.
That's fair. 3d6 plus 8. I could just go eel, bile, lily roots, rosemary, cactus, passion fruit, lavender, foxtail, jazzberry, salamander scales, doxy eggs, neasel hair, amaranth, petals, cinnamon sticks, mud, nern roots, and bay leaves.
The nern root, and then the foxtail, the cinnamon, and the jazzberries.
Do I know how many uses of each for that?
How many do you have of all of those?
My average is 3 for all of them.
So you will have enough to make 3.
That's going to be... So 1 use of each?
Yeah.
So it would be 1 nern root,
Nerd.
1 foxtail, 1 jazzberry, and 1 cinnamon stick, I believe you said?
Yes.
Super! I am freaking super stoked right now. I learned a healing potion.
Yes, you did.
It's amazing. Alright, cool.
Does the mouthwash have dental properties?
Yes?
Okay. It's not a total loss.
Makes your mouth smell like mud.
Can I put it in my inventory?
You get a vial of mouthwash.
Excellent.
Dude, it's dope. Listerine.
Take 100 XP, Jeff. Take 50 XP, Aaron.
Yay. 100 XP. I'm only 3,575 XP away.
Alright.
Oh boy. Got a ways to go.
Stop complaining,
I know.
Gregory.
I'm sorry.
Alright.
Excellent. 12 potions. It's a good thing I'm not gonna be a whatever you need potions for.
The bell rings,
Horror.
and you're like, ah,
Thank God.
lunchtime. Thank
Oh.
God.
Gallophigraphics.
And as you guys are filing out, give me a cunning check.
17.
Oh, Jeffrey.
15.
Oh, Jenny.
Oh!
Hers is a 16, really. It's +1.
Oh, right.
Both of you, as you are coming out the classroom last because you choose to help with like the vials and the cleanup, and you're
Sure.
just like, Professor, are you okay? And she's like, what? You guys leave. And
I really like your old people impressions.
I do too.
By the
you
way.
close the
I'm
door.
pin shovel.
You close the door behind you. And the smell of smoke doesn't vanish.
Is someone still making something?
Someone saged the whole damn castle or what?
It doesn't smell like sage.
Oh.
Oh,
It smells like wood smoke.
changed.
Oh,
Oh.
uh-oh. Wow.
Okay. It's coming from the dungeons.
It's coming from back toward the direction that you came from when you went to divination. Franz smells it too. And he'll actually like lift his nose up and go,
I want to say,
my Swedish nose detects fire.
I would say, at first it was just the sage I was smelling, but now it's a wood fire.
Like a campfire.
Campfire? It can't be. Well, I guess it... What in the hell? How much time do we have?
Lunch lasts an hour.
I mean, did you find it weird that no one else smelled it?
They could have and just ignored it. I don't know. He'll actually like
do you
start to
smell
move,
it, Aaron?
move his feet forward so that he actually
Yes.
like starts the search.
I do.
Okay,
Do
yeah,
we
yeah.
know what the hell it is? Can we roll for
Is there a
knowing what the hell it is?
is the instructor or her husband still lingering around?
They're back in the classroom.
I would like to just poke my head in and say, I smell a fire.
It's probably the fumes from here, darling. Don't worry about it. There's pilot lights all over the place, Gregory. That's very common.
Professor, it smells like a campfire. Don't you smell it?
Gregory. I don't smell anything anymore.
Oh, God.
I'm old.
Oh,
Too many psychedelics in the 60s.
Alright, Franz.
Let me tell you, the 20s were a ripping, roaring time.
Dear Lord, the 20s. Ew.
Ragtime.
Oh, I'm going to tell Franz, lead the way with your Swedish nose.
Borf. Oh,
Borf,
I mean,
borf.
yes, one moment. Alright, you guys head upstairs, outside of the
Might I inquire
dungeons.
for some more water,
Yeah.
please?
Yeah.
And if I can get some icy cubes in it too, that would be amazing.
Icy cubes.
Goodness
The cubes of
sake,
ice.
You're so
Yeah, I know.
demanding.
Might I get a glass filled with liquid water as well as hard water?
Your beverage temperature devices.
Hard water makes liquid water taste really good.
Tastes like good water.
Yes. As opposed to not quite as good water, but still acceptable water. I was somewhere the other. Yeah. The last time that I was in a casino, I'd asked for water, and they asked me if I wanted it at room temperature, and I was all like, "No,
Who?
you freaking weirdo! I want your bottled water from the refrigerator."
Not having a beer in England. I
Yes.
want water that's cold.
I guess people's teeth are sensitive or something. They have to cater to old people. I'm old. But no, I was like, no, I want
do
ice
like
water, you
cold
freaking weirdo.
water.
I'm in my 30s, not my 80s.
I'll drink it
Temperature
though.
water is actually easier in your stomach and you can digest it better.
Oh, God. Look at this person
Uh-oh.
with logic and stuff.
Oh darn
But it doesn't taste as good.
And I have enough trouble with
I'm
that.
willing to-
Perhaps I should.
Also, if you're overheated, if you drink ice cold water, you run the risk of giving yourself shock.
Oh,
So, there is reasoning.
You know,
that makes total sense.
I feel like I'm willing to bear the risk of what havoc cold water could play on my body in order to enjoy my beverage more.
Fair enough. To each their own.
I don't know why I'm still speaking in a really awful British accent still. But it's fun.
It's fun.
It's still... Oh, it's just really carrying through today.
Alright.
So fun.
You guys head upstairs.
Roy.
Up to the first floor, basically, to ground floor. Outside of the dungeons. You hit the landing, and people are all kind of, migrating towards the Great Hall to get to lunch.
By the way, thank you.
You're welcome!
Are we following the smoke?
You are trying to figure out where it's coming from, yes. Give me cunning checks now that you're on top floor.
3.
16 plus 1.
You, being all woodsy and shit, can tell that it's coming from over there!
Next to the old person.
Oh.
You notice that there's an old person on fire.
Is there anything on fire?
Not that you can tell, no. However, you are kind of using your nose to go in the general direction that you think is over there,
Over
maybe?
there.
And as you continue to go through the castle, not for very long, but you end up going up the marble staircase leading up to the second floor. And you're approaching Transfiguration, generally. And it's certain now. Like, if there was any sort of ghost of doubt in your mind, you're sure there is a fire somewhere here. And to even add more to this, the classroom door to your left, that's shut, by the way, there are 3 figures that come out from under the door and kind of whoosh around, skittering across the ground as if looking for purchase. And you instantly recognize them, Jenny, as Ashwinders.
Oh, I was going to say. Oh, God. Okay.
Give me a willpower check.
Do I get to do one too?
A 6 plus... I have 6 willpower, I believe.
Then you hear Professor Charlotte say to you, the silent wizard. The silent lizard. Signaling a silent doom.
Ooh.
Shala's in here?
No, but you're hearing the memory of...
Oh, okay. I was like, wait a minute. So the silent... I'm sorry. The silent wizard...
Terror.
The silent lizard.
Blizzard.
Signaling a silent doom.
Doom on you. Doom on you.
So,
Smoke? Yeah, he is.
lizard.
Yeah, he is.
Anyway, Ashwinder. What do you do, Jenny?
Does my character know what to do about them?
You have to stamp them out before they lay their eggs and set fire to the castle.
Okay, so I'm gonna try to do that.
Also, like, that's your first thought. Your second thought will be they can only be summoned from a live magical fire that's burned for too long. What do you do?
I'm going to attempt to stamp them out, but I'm going to tell him to see if he can find the source and put it out, the fire, while I stamp on them.
Look for the fire. Got it.
Yeah.
I run from where they came
Good job.
from.
I do
run
furious
from-
stamping.
Oh, sorry. I run towards where they came from.
Got it. Their
Sorry.
origin point. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
I do furious stamping.
Furious stamping. You stamped 19 times.
19. Furious stamping.
With your furious farmer boot shoe thing, you crush the smoky skull of one, and it squelches under you, and you're like, I'm so sorry, baby.
I am sorry.
I'm so sorry. The rest of you.
But I must.
Destroy.
Destroy.
Franz is here, yes?
Yes.
Destroy.
Oh, I'm so tempted to tell Franz to go get help. My God.
He will not, and instead he will say, Reducto!
Oh, right.
And it actually casts. Oops, wrong dice. I don't usually use a D8.
I've got that too, but I don't know if it's gonna work.
Can I use a minor action real quick?
He deals 8 damage to this thing. It does not cause bleed because this thing is ethereal or smoky.
Right.
So there's no flesh.
But I imagine I use my my major action for movement.
Yes.
So a minor action would be the call out. I have a realization. I was all like, Aaron, what the hell am I doing chasing the fire for? You have Augmenti. Switch places.
So that's your whole turn. Movement and
Right.
speech.
Yeah.
Okay. I go do that.
Ashwinder's turn.
Sorry. I'm
Ooh.
used to doing this on the farm. I'm sorry.
The first one tries to run away from you because it's terrified and ends up trying to climb a wall and it can't. So it goes pretty much nowhere and stays against a wall pinned. The other one goes up onto a ledge that leads to a window that can go outside. And then it skitters around and tries to spit fire, sparks, basically like an ember in Pokemon, at all of you. All of you are dealt 2 damage.
2 fire damage.
Yes.
Okay.
Jenny, your turn.
Miffed by that. Nice.
Okay. So I'm going to go try to look for the source of the fire. So I can find out.
You saw them come from underneath a classroom door just there.
I try to open it.
You open it, and it opens easily, and instantly you see a roaring green fire
Oh shit! All right. I cast.
coming from a fireplace.
All right. Cool. It's not somebody trying to travel, is it?
Knowing what you know of flu powder, you know it's used for travel in one direction or another.
Is there a way to stop that?
Yes, you can put it out, but speaking bluntly, if it's somebody coming in, you could be cutting them off, and they could be lost in limbo.
Does that come over to you?
Yeah. I was like, An awkward place for a land.
However, I'll feed you this little detail. You do not see any further ash winders coming out of the fire.
Alright, I speak into it. Hello? Anybody in there?
The fire talks to me. Alright.
You hear no response. Though, you notice that your voice does not echo back at you.
Ah, fuck. I'm just gonna go through it and see where it goes.
You walk through.
Yeah?
Gregory, you notice that suddenly your friend's gone.
Am I aware that Aaron stepped through flames?
You can look through because the green is very obvious.
Yeah.
You're like, Aaron, what the hell?
I'm trying to
But
put it
yes.
out.
Franz looks at the one that burned him. He's like, "Ow, that's a crit." So that would be, yeah, that one dies. So it's just the cornered one. He's like, "Do you mind?" Do you?
Right.
Could you?
Franz.
Get to work.
Franz.
So attitude.
Do you think
right now.
that I should cast Incendio?
No.
Gregory.
I cast Reducto. Yeah. 10 plus 5. And then a 7 plus 6. It's going to be a D8 plus magic bleed. Magic is 2. D8 plus 2. 1 plus 2 is 3.
You deal 3 damage to the
damage.
cornered creature, and it screams as it is being hurt from your spell, and you're like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." You aimed a little bit too high, so the brick above it actually dents more than it caused harm to it. It tries to scurry away from you down the hall, and gets pretty far.
That's not good.
Franz will cast one more Reducto at it, and it will explode into a ghost of embers on the stone floor. You've never seen him be so competent before.
I was literally just.
Yeah.
Damn it, Tommy.
Sorry!
I was literally just going to say, Franz, you should join Dumbledore's army. Or the dueling club, I mean.
The thing that doesn't exist yet.
Yes, you should join the dueling club.
The what? Alright.
Not Dumbledore's army. That's a silly thing. Why would I say that?
He points around the floor to see if there's any others.
I said I nevilled my potion. He's like, oh, no.
Who's Neville? Sorry.
And there are no others.
Thank God.
What do you do?
I run into the green lit room and I scream at Aaron through the fire.
Give me a dex check.
Oh, God.
I get there quickly. A 2 plus 5 is 7.
You run so quickly, you trip into the fire.
Uh-oh. Oh, God.
You bitch. You utter. You're happy I rolled a 2. Shut
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Shut
As I trip, I'm like, oh, Franz!
Shut up, you!
Shut up. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice.
It's a Turkish delight.
Edmund! Oh! Alright.
Literally the worst.
Alright.
The worst.
I scream Franz as I fall into the floop.
The two of you,
Mr. Tumnus.
as soon as you enter the green flames, it's like you are being thrown through a tunnel. A tunnel with no walls that you can see, nothing to stop your hurtling through time and space. This is very familiar to you because you used flute powder to get to Diagon Alley just a week ago. However, this is different. It feels more all-encompassing. The feeling of flute powder from home is like you're spinning on a single spot, and as soon as you stop, you're at your destination. Also, you tend to choose your destination. This was an endless something that you weren't quite sure where you were going to land. And distantly, you realize, probably as soon as you actually hit the ground of your destination, flue powder is not necessarily supposed to work in Hogwarts unless deemed allowed.
I was just about to say that as well before, because I was meant to run into that room, not fall in the fire, and then have a moment where I go, this isn't even allowed.
Sirius did it in a fire.
Yeah, well, he belongs in Azkaban for a reason and died for a reason. No, just kidding.
Excuse me, that's my husband. Just kidding. I think he and Lupin were like a thing. Anyway, I'll talk about ships. Are we? No, we're not. Okay.
No.
Also, if I could have hummed the Doctor Who theme well, which I can't, I would have done it during that, and I didn't. So, I'm just going to insert it. Anyway, where the hell are we? Are we in a graveyard?
No. Though that can be the first thing you suspect.
Because it sounds like a graveyard.
We're in a yard of graves.
You are in a yard. There is grass under your fingers as you push yourself up to a seated position. You are outside. Up above you, there is brown-gray clouds. And the smell in the air is wet, like you're in a marsh. But almost instantly, you can look over, and there's a giant manor.
Oh.
A mansion of some sort that you're like, okay.
Are
And
we-
you can tell, based on the evidence, that whoever created the fire was coming here because maybe they lived there. But you don't see anyone around.
We're way back, do we?
The dongs that you were hearing are actually going off right now. Around you.
I count how many times it dongs.
For the simplicity of the actual in-game count, I will say you are hearing 12.
You said dawn.
I do believe it's 12 would be midnight or noon. I can't remember.
It's both.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright. Let me get this up real quick.
Sorry, old chap. I didn't know what else to do.
The sound of crows is also ever present in the distance. And as you stand up and get a better view, there are hedges around you. They seem partially kept, partially taken care of, as if somebody may still be living here. But the look of the manor itself is... It was probably pretty once, but it looks like a great family's home that now they've moved away. And yet, as the dongs start to subside, you see a bright blue-white light up at the very top of the manor fade out into nothing. Franz came through with you.
Good man.
He says, "You called me."
Right. I didn't mean to go in there. I don't know if you could tell.
Oh.
I tripped, and then...
It looks like you just dove right in, so I'm like, wow, hot of
It's
Gryffindor.
my fault, guys. I'm sorry. I thought if I did this, I could figure out how to stop the fire.
You all
I'm
look
a
back
little
behind you,
impulsive.
and there is evidence of a fire behind you in like a small bonfire kind of pile, but there is no flame.
This is not good.
Give me a cunning check.
Oh dear.
7. I
Okay.
look at Aaron. Do you have any of the flue powder?
He looks at me, and I look at him, and he looks at me,
Do you have any flue powder?
and there's a cootie.
No, I don't in my inventory.
He said Hufflepuffus.
He was doing
I s-
heavy size over here.
I said,
earlier.
what again?
I meant to comment and I didn't.
He's a good boy. He has an itchy booty. You have an itchy booty.
I don't have
Oh,
any.
yes, you do.
Unless the DM wants to retcon that.
You have an itchy booty.
They forgot the onions.
They forgot the onions. You do not have flue powder with you. The reason being is that you did not end up buying it from Diagon Alley while you were there.
Right, I failed at my task.
Oh,
But you got
had
ice cream.
one job.
And you ended up giving 3 galleons to your friend. 2 or 3, I
Don't
can't
remind
remember.
He
me.
needed it too.
Don't
He did.
remind
He did need it.
me. He did, yeah.
What? Are you jealous?
Oh, shut up.
You're a socialist cunt. Oh wait, no. Well, still
We
kind of.
live in a socialist commune. You should be splitting it up evenly. Oh wait, this communism. Whatever. Alright. I'm thoroughly miffed.
Well, I think I'm going to use one
Wait,
of my
what did you roll for your cunning check?
15 Scout's Honor.
Alright, so you
Plus one?
notice...
That's one.
You actually have the wherewithal, because you notice something weird about the wood behind you. And so you bend down, you've been around fires, you grew up on a farm, and so you touch the wood. It's cold.
It's cold.
Are we in a cold climate? Is it
Yes.
cold weather?
But, well, I'm not sure if this would be meta to say.
This is creepy.
I'm going to leave it at that.
Time to bust out some herbology.
Alright, well, Lumos. 6.
Lumos sparks into life. Franz takes after you and says, Lumos?
Probably should have done that first.
I'm going to examine the area for any unique herbs and plants and such.
I'm gonna use point me. Just reference later. Ooh, 3.
You are so focused on trying to keep the light lit that you don't actually use point me. You're just like, I'd rather have light.
Alright.
Cast herbology, or not cast herbology. Do an herbology check. I cast herbology.
Oh, Pontificus Pupicus.
Alright.
Yeah, herbology check to see what is around, to see if it's anything useful or unique. A full plus 6. Dear God, it's a 10.
You are pissed off and regretfully a bit nervous about where you are.
I'm sorry.
And therefore, you are having a hard time focusing on what's actually around, but from what you can tell, there doesn't seem anything that strange. There's shrubs. There's dirt. And it's windy.
Alright, well, I'm going to...
Give me one more cunning check before we move on. Sorry. 20.
12.
16 plus 1.
It seems remarkably cold.
Oh, God.
To the point where you're thinking, wherever this is, wherever we are, we either are remarkably further north than we were, or something's wrong here. The temperature does not match your expectation. Final note about the environment is that where you are on this like slight rise in the earth, and then there's the house and the hedges around you, you can see off yonder down the road there's a slight gate where cars could come from and come through. And beyond that and everything else is just flatland. It's just empty plains. Like there's no walls keeping this place safe. There's no other houses that you're seeing, no stores, no people. It's like this manor was built alone to stay away from society. And it's reminding you of somewhere in England, but I'm not quite sure if either of you would know where this is. So if you want to see, you can do a lore check. If not, that's fine.
I'll pass.
Okay.
I want to know. It's
Alright.
like,
Keep more true to my
like
nature.
the Moors.
13. You suspect that this might be in an area in South Devon, in Britain, called Dartmoor.
Okay, alright.
Do I-
Moody sort of place.
Do I feel like the cold might be magical?
No, it feels natural.
What in the Bronte's going on right now?
But you're giving yourself some doubt because it's like, I could be cold because I'm scared.
Right, okay.
My players are on their phones.
That
I'm
was...
kidding.
I
I don't mind that.
don't know. Whenever I get to text, you text.
Yeah.
Need to make sure that Xander's not dying or something.
Oh, stop it.
Oh, stop it.
Want to go up to the mansion and see who's home?
I'm curious about the light myself, but I don't want to just exactly go barging in there. It could be dangerous.
Yeah. That's true.
Maybe we should steal something from them with food.
But there's 3 of us and we're sort of trained. Sort of.
Right, yeah.
We did fight hide behinds. Well, you fought 2. I fought 1.
I start angrily concocting one of the standard healing potions.
You do not have. I mean, you have your temporary cauldron.
Yeah, I have.
Do you
I
want to
have
like go
my-
through the
my
whole process
set.
of actually like trying to light a small fire to like set the cauldron and do the whole thing?
Yeah, I've got all the stuff. How long would it take?
To do all of it, like to, you can make all three in that small little thing.
Yeah.
You can make 3 health potions within 30 minutes.
That's a bit longer than I'm willing to have everyone wait.
I mean, I do have to take a pee.
No, it's. Oh, I was just wondering
Jenny
how long it would take. But yeah, I like in character. I don't want everyone to wait 30 minutes for me to make some potions. That would be silly. All right. Franz,
Friend.
dueling club initiate.
No.
Future
but-
dueling club
and
initiate.
Probably not, but go on.
How do you feel about approaching the manor and
I believe it is
Like,
our only option unless we want to.
knocking on the door and being friendly about it, or do you want to be sneaky about it?
Oh, I see. Well, if they are friendly, then we should not be sneaking around their house. If they are violent, then we are 3 against possibly 1. And we should not be sneaking around their house regardless.
Aaron, do you know where Newt Scamander lives?
What?
I bet she probably does. Yeah.
I'm
He
Random-
actually lives in Devon.
She would be a stalker extraordinaire of him.
Literally
You
just-
probably know, yeah.
came to my mind. I was like, maybe Newt has a flu network at Hogwarts that Dumbledore allowed, and maybe he lives in Devon. Maybe he has some connection with the Ashwinders,
Right.
seeing as how he did kind of set up the whole magical creatures bit a few sessions back.
Right. Let's go see if it's him. Now I'm really excited.
Is this his man? He doesn't really keep up on this place very well, does he?
She would know if it was, but
That's why I'm asking you.
but I don't know. I mean,
Yeah, I know. Jenny doesn't know.
right. He has other things to do. Clearly, he's a writer.
You would think that he would
She
have a
suddenly
green
gets
thumb.
really miffed.
Yeah. Franz is like,
He
whoa,
travels all
guys.
over the world.
Okay, well, maybe he's a bit more busy than that, though, but... Maybe it's his place. You want to go knock? Or we'll come with?
Yeah, I just said that.
Okay.
All right.
Just want to make sure.
Any MP or HP that you may have lost is now fully restored.
No way.
Oh, cool. Yeah, wasn't missing much, but yeah, thank you.
I really do have to pee, you guys.
Go
Sorry.
pee.
I'm sorry.
That's
Go.
fine. You had 2 drinks.
Pee.
God.
Go for it.
Go pee.
Hey, Cody, I'm so sorry.
Go wee wee.
Cody, move.
Throw off
Pee
your
pee
glue.
bow.
Don't apologize.
Cody, move. Cody, move. Cody.
La la la.
La 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 la. La 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 la. Nom 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 nom.
Jesus.
Are you all right?
Okay. Stupid.
I feel like in moments like this where we have a quiet moment, I feel like I need to say something prominent for future me listening back to this to
Okay.
remember something that's happening in the moment. Future Tommy, hi. It is April 13th, 2021. Cameron is over there on the couch playing Stardew Valley, drinking a tropical green tea. We just finished the Mulan puzzle, and it has gone through 2 coats of glue. Jeffrey is here with
Hello.
his mask and his tie-dye pink shirt, and I have a Dutch coffee, and I'm using my red and black dice, and I have my Lixian case. Lixian Zoom! I have successfully made Lixian and Miles Bonsignore laugh in the last 2 days. So that was funny and very nice. What else? What else? You are about to move into fiscal. You are a bit nervous. And hoping that you do well. And that's your update on your life. So when you hear this, a year or two from now, you'll think back and go, what a douche! Or whatever you think. I don't know. Are you even listening to this? Tommy?
And then it just suddenly cuts back to this across the bridge. It's like, great.
Alright. Koimuf. Koimuf. Just shove him. Shoving buddies. Shoving puppies.
Oh, gee, what is that from?
Family Guy.
Oh, okay.
Alright.
I know that. I know it.
As you all approach the
What
front
did I miss?
step, nothing. I just made a note to my future self.
Hey, Cody.
I'll see on my
You're
recording.
just Cody. You're just Cody.
Okay. As you all approach the front doors, you enter a porch. Go onto a porch with a landing, and over top of you, there is like a continuation of the second floor, like a patio up top that's covering you. So you are basically no longer under clouds now. It's rather dark now. And you approach the front door, and in your wand lights, you are able to see there is a saying in Latin over the front door. I'm not going to look up what it actually is in Latin, but I will say that one of you is able to deduce the saying that the statement is, "Our blood runs green."
Well,
So, probably Slytherins.
given what I've heard from the session so far, either strong Slytherin connection, so probably like the Kane Manor,
Irish people.
or the Irish people, or the Jade Wizard family.
Oh, the Jade Wizard family.
Jade
Or
also
both.
means blue.
Or both.
I mean
Slytherin.
green.
Yeah.
Roy,
It's a
maybe it's all three. Maybe it's a Slytherin, Irish heritage, Kane Manor, who also all happen to be of the Jade bloodline. Maybe it's like a quadruple.
Everyone look
threat.
at camera right now, please.
Maybe this shit is so green it's ridiculous.
Well, I'm sorry.
Oh, that was just as you're like maybe, and she's like, yeah.
Maybe
is
it's
it?
greener than my first day of bar at Dutch. Maybe it's greener.
Oh, maybe they're really wealthy, and that's all they ever care about is, oh, but green isn't, that's not the money in this world, so never mind.
Right.
Never mind.
Yeah, all them
America.
dollar bills.
Okay.
I mean, knuts.
I'm gonna knock 20.
You knock so solidly that as soon as you make contact,
That's a stupid thing to roll a 24.
That
It's-
was the best nat 20 I've ever seen in my life.
I knock 20.
So much get behind the door, like.
Oh,
You
Lord.
don't crush the halfling that's hiding behind the door.
Thank
Oh my
God.
God, he wheezes. She was so sad. He wheezes. Oh no.
I heal him. He dies. No!
Oh, I would so be
He made his last moment's agony.
Stop!
And you accidentally stepped on him.
Oh, dear.
Alright. We're back. Alright. We're back.
Previous campaigns, hilarious times.
You make a single, loud, harmonious knock. I'm going to say harmonious because you rolled a 20. And you feel like strong as your powerful farmer's fist goes boom onto this oaken door. And the door creaks open after one knock.
Oh.
And you look around and you're like, did it just open on its own? And then suddenly you hear a voice say, yes? How can we help you?
Hello. Oh God, where do we start?
Tell the truth. Fuck.
We're not here on purpose. We came from the school, trying to stop some Ashwinders.
Ashwinders, you say?
Yes, and ended up here through a flu network fire. Somehow. And that's about it, really. Hello.
Do you mean to say the master has not summoned you here?
Oh, I don't think so.
Who is your master?
You suddenly realize that you're talking to a person who's actually down there.
Right.
I take care of the place while the
Is it
master's away.
Is it the house elf?
It's a house elf.
Yes.
Poor girl.
And just behind his wrinkly face, there's a younger house elf just behind him going, who is it? Is it the master?
Uh-oh. Okay. Hello, guys.
And they suddenly look rather suspicious of you after hearing that the master had not summoned you here. And they're like, we cannot, we cannot allow you in here. It's not allowed. He'll be very angry if you're allowed in here.
Alright. Is there anyone home who can talk to us? We'll stay out here.
No.
Oh, alright. Don't hurt yourself, please. Shoot. Oh, I had a thought that just flew out of my
Is
head.
it okay if we just stand here and talk to you while we're out on the porch?
They look at each other.
Well, do you have a way we can get back to school?
Some extra flu powder, maybe? We don't want to be here.
The one behind the wrinkly house elf says, yes. And the older one says, but we don't know if we could, no, we don't know how much we can help. He didn't expect for anybody to be here.
Right. Who is your master?
No.
Right.
That's fair.
Listen.
Is this the Kane Manor?
Because we know him. One of him. Uh-oh.
We cannot, nope, we cannot help, nope. And they start to close the door.
Damn.
Oh.
Any action before it shuts?
There was a light in the top story that faded.
No light!
Oh, stupid.
No.
Well, it was a stretch. Alright, Sneaky McSneakerson, you want to do some sneakings for some sneaking sake?
Oh, I don't have that move, but yes.
You could still sneak, just you could do it
Okay.
stupidly.
Yes.
Alright. The house itself, on ground level, based on what you can do and see, it's kind of a general rectangular shape. You're on the along front of it. If you were to try to, like, sneak under the windows and, like, try to go around either direction, you can go all the way around, because as I said before, there's no walls, there's no, like, gates except for the one on the road. So you can make your way around and take a look around. Which direction do you go?
Well, before we do stuff like that,
Okay.
Are there neighbors?
No.
Do they have a mailbox?
Yes.
I want to go examine the mailbox.
You are at the bent metal mailbox. The flag is down.
I open the mailbox.
It's empty.
That's illegal. So I don't know if that is.
Let's steal things. Oh, that's illegal.
Is there a name on it?
There is not, because it's been scrubbed off. Because wizards don't use mailboxes.
Well, you know what?
Strange.
I was hopeful.
No post on Sundays.
Hello, Father.
Barty Crouch Jr.
Really like licking my lips.
Well, let's just sneak around the house then, I suppose.
Right.
Let's be assholes and just sneak around.
That's our
I don't wanna get the elves in
only
trouble.
option. Right. We don't. Maybe there's a magical solution to this. I could cast Incendio on
All
the
right.
house.
Now that you are actually examining, so I was waiting for this.
Okay.
As you are now examining through your Rolodex of mental spells, you're like, I could try this, I could try this. You realize this is going to be very hard for me to describe, so bear with me.
Absolutely not.
You realize a thought occurs to you that you're like, I could try this, and the quick, immediate follow-up thought is, how do I know that? And the spell is Wingardium Leviosa.
Oh,
So add that to your list.
How do I know Wingardium Leviosa?
Yep.
just him.
You do too.
What?
I know Wingardium Leviosa.
Oh.
You do.
Is this forever or just temporary?
Forever.
Oh,
And she knows Wingardium Leviosa.
thank you.
Why do we know Wingardium Leviosa?
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. Alright, remember children, it's Wingardium Leviosa, swish and flick.
Swish and flicker. That's my favorite.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Song.
Oh, no.
Oh, Wingardium
Stop it,
Leviosa.
Stop it, Ron.
Ron, stop. Oh, Wingardium
His
Leviosa.
face so ugly. Oh, lemon.
Ron Weasley.
Can I have some water?
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's
me your trash
Leviosa.
I'm sorry for generating so much trash.
I don't have any more ice. Keep
That's
all
okay.
of it.
That's alright.
I took all of the ice.
Room
That's
temperature
all that you
water
had?
is better for my digestion anyway.
Well,
Oh, that's the thing I keep
I
remembering.
feel very special. Thank you for giving me your last reserves of ice.
You're welcome.
I need to remember to order more ice cube trays. I've been trying to remember it for a bunch. Every time I go to the ice cube tray place, I say, need to order some more of these. They're really great. And then I forget.
The ice cube tray store or like,
The freezer.
I don't know, like a Walmart.
The freezer in my home.
Here's your what?
How much mana
3.
does Wingardium? 3?
Yes, I'm looking right at it. Oh,
Okay.
thank you, darling. Thank you, thank you.
Seriously, feel free to have as many of those as you want, because we're trying to purge.
The purge. Oh no! Oh, what has happened?
You pick up an Oreo. Oh,
Yeah.
oh no, what happened? Oh no, it's in my mouth. Oh god.
Oh god. Oh, please stop.
God.
Oh please, one more.
Wingardium Leviosa, where is it located? Is it
Charms.
Shipping in the
Charms?
box.
Bottom.
Beginning. Oh, the bottom.
Third
Bottom
page.
Charms.
Charms.
At the
Cast
bottom.
levitation
At the
level.
bottom.
Smaller than their body.
Smaller than their body. Yes.
Charms alter what an object is doing.
Right.
Charms require precise wand movements, correct pronunciation, and absolute concentration to be successful.
I love how your mask almost went into your mouth.
This was really little thin. Now paste on Sundays.
They mean it by flavour.
Ronald.
Ronald Wayne.
Almost said Prince Harry. No,
It's
that's
Leviosa.
someone else, Ginger.
Okay, well, I think I'm the biggest person here. Aaron, do you care to go flying?
Of course.
I'm going to levitate you up to the top floor
I'm
so you
not
can see.
scared at all.
Yeah?
It is 3 stories tall.
She's actually, if you hadn't guessed, quite a daredevil. So
Oh,
probably
great. Wingardium Leviosa.
stop moving,
You
Erin.
may try. Cookie. Here's your puppy.
16. Plus 5.
Now's the willpower.
It's
I'm swishing and flicking like
like
crazy.
magic.
Oh, that was the dex, right?
That was Dex first.
Yeah.
So it passes.
Yeah.
You do not have enough willpower to lift. You get her off the ground and you're like, I feel like Peter Pan. And then you come back to the ground and you're like, oh.
Well, that was anticlimactic. Can I try again, or is it just befuddled now?
You may try one more time.
Oh my.
Super.
I will say that if it fails again, your character will lose heart. At trying this.
Wingardium Leviosa.
I will say that
3
fails.
plus 5 is 8.
Can we add my willpower?
No, this is dex.
Yeah, sorry, Dex. So Dex will work. Willpower.
12 plus 6 is 18.
You lift her, and you will have to give me several will checks on her way up to the top. You have ascended to the second floor. Give me another willpower.
Oh no, she's
I'm swishing and flicking the fuck out of my wall.
Probably just
18.
She has ascended to the third floor. Give me one more willpower.
Crit for me. Ah,
Is it a crit?
I believe so.
Because if it's a crit, then we'll pass through that check.
Spell critical success rate plus 5%, and willpower will push me to another 5%. So yeah, 18 is a crit.
Okay, so with that crit, you're just like, get up there! And she lands awkwardly on the roof of this manor. You feel very precarious up here.
Oh my.
Because the roof is quite sharp
Oh yeah.
going up.
Right.
But you can try to either climb up and over to the other side. You don't see a path inside from this area. You can tell that... Let me try to animate in some way. So in the middle of this manor, on the very top in the middle, there's kind of a like the Capitol building with the golden dome. It's kind of like that in the very top. So there's some sort of like observatory area inside that's domed. So there's that,
Cool.
but you don't really see an obvious way in, but you imagine there's a window in that thing to get in. But from here, you don't see an open window or door to enter the inside.
Well, I'm probably going to make for that little domey window thing.
Okay.
But I'm wondering to myself if I shouldn't try to engulf June whenever you saw him up here with me.
No.
I'm bigger than you.
Okay. Well, is Franz with us too?
Yes.
Sorry, Franz. Okay.
Hello.
Hi.
He's
All
a
right.
big bouncy Swedish boy too.
Smorgos. Anyway, I'm going to make my way up
All right.
to the dome.
You will need to give me 3 dex checks.
Oh god. Good thing I have 6 decks.
Yeah.
11.
Lovely. You make your
6.
way across the roof relatively easily, staying along the gutter. What is that?
16.
Lovely.
6.
You confidently find a groove with your movements. And so you get to the center dome-ish area. Generally, you have to now climb up the roof to get onto it. So this will be another dex check. Probably your last one.
1.
Oh,
You
Not good. Not good.
trip as you try to climb up. And you actually slide off the roof and grab the gutter before you plummet to the ground.
Oh shit, that's gonna hurt.
You know, as by looking down, you are just above the second floor porch.
Oh.
So it's above where the front door was. And there's a table here. But so if you drop, it would be 10 feet to drop. And so it hurt, but not as much as falling 3 stories down.
Right, gonna try to drop into that little landing.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Dex check, spellcast.
15 plus 6.
15 plus 5. And a 12
Lovely.
plus 6.
So you confidently let go, and you're like, this is going to hurt, but it'll be okay. And as soon as you see her let go, you're like, and you soften as she falls, gradually like gliding down. Kind of like an airbender. And you land mutely. And then crouch into a sneaking position. You're like, oh, thank God.
I mime
You're welcome.
thanks and whatnot to you.
You see her now above on the porch where that cover that I told you was covering the porch that you guys walked up. She's now on top of that.
Well, this is
You
scary.
see patio furniture up here. There's a table and 2 chairs. They are white. They are obviously meant for the outdoors. And there is a plate with crumbs on it. Give me a cunning check.
I wonder if those crumbs are blue powder. 17.
Plus 1.
Based on the softness of the crumbs, This food was recent.
Oh. Uh-oh. Oh dear.
Both of you give me 400 XP.
Going to be what?
Okay, well, I'm going to take 400 XP away from my total and give it to you.
Okay.
Wait, what?
Then I will gift you 800 net.
Great. Thank you.
You get 400 XP. He's just being an a-hole.
I'm being charming.
Oh. Nah. Oh, what's the difference now?
Remember the Disney campaign? Prince Charming is a charming encounter.
Oh, gosh. I didn't
And
like...
fart bubble.
Oh, that's the best episode name
I
ever.
kind of want to go back and listen to all of those again. Like all of our stuff ever.
I've listened through several times on that campaign.
Really?
Yeah.
Aw.
Good times.
It's not the one that I'm like the one that I wish that had been recorded was the superhero, but
No.
oh well.
I'm pretty sure the superhero campaign is the reason that we are so aggressively like, please record
Yeah,
from now on.
we need to record, yes.
Why?
Because the superhero campaign was like my creme de la creme. Like, I don't feel like I've actually really gotten it back since that because it was so established and you guys had so much fun. But
Wish I
whatever.
could have gone to that.
Yeah, that would have been a 6-person party, which is not my maximum is 5 players. But I'm not bashing you, silly
I don't think I
gal.
lived here.
Hmm?
I don't think I lived here anyway then.
I don't know. Maybe. Anyway, that was like 6 years ago now. The superhero campaign because Aiden was a baby. He was like just born, an infant. Anyway, you are upstairs. There is a doorway, obviously, leading inside now.
Is it locked?
No,
That's good, because I don't know if I have a lawnmower.
you don't.
Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna breaking and entering.
It is a glass door with frames, obviously. And as you enter, you can peek slightly inside, and there doesn't seem to be anyone immediately inside. And as you open, you get verification. Yes, it's clear. You are on a landing of very smooth, polished wood. And just in front of you, there is a globe. Used for studying or whatever the hell, feeling powerful, I don't know. Why do people have globes anymore? And there is soft poofs and couches and comfortable areas to sit. You notice that books are scattered hither and thither, hickledy-pickledy, maelstrom. And they're on the poofs and they're on the couches and on the ground, and some are open, some are upside down, some are ripped, some seem burnt.
Burnt.
And just beyond the globe is like an opening in the ground where like there's a barricade and then an opening that lets you look down to where the house elves would have greeted you down below. So this is an open area that you can then see downstairs from.
Is there a fireplace up here?
No.
God. Are there bedrooms?
Not you imagine so somewhere, but not from your current vantage point because you've only entered like about 3 feet. From where you are, you can go straight beyond the globe and go left or right, and then be like far beyond the opening in the ground, as you can see. The house like continues on. Like there's probably staircases that go downstairs, and there's a lot here. There's a lot of open space. And we can explore more, but first I want confirmation that you don't, like, do something with acknowledging him or letting him know, like, I'm going inside or whatever.
I don't think I can because I don't want to say anything. I don't think I'm in here.
Okay.
It's fine.
So can he see me from here?
You will be able to notice that she went inside.
Yeah.
Okay.
Might I
No. Just kidding. Go ahead.
say something at
Yes,
least?
of course.
So I was thinking...
You cannot talk.
I was thinking House Lizard Smoke because we were.
Oh yeah, you're at the house now.
We were in the Slytherin house during potions and smelled smoke, but now I'm thinking House Lizard Smoke because we're at a manor of green for like Slytherin lizard, and there might be smoke upcoming, or maybe that's a clue as to what we should do next. Also, it says fork in the road. We are on a road. There could be an actual fork and not a figurative fork. like decision making in the road. So my character is thinking all of these things when I watch your character go inside, and I'm like, there's a lot of houses and lizards and smokes to be thinking about.
Quite so.
Anyway.
Excuse me, sorry. Alright, well, I think I'm just gonna try to clear the rooms, I guess. And try to find a fucking fireplace. I might have flue powder. Or something.
A fucking fireplace.
Then,
A place where to go set a flame and fuck. Alright. You proceed onward. And you make your way around the globe. And you try to keep an ear out to see if you can hear the scuttering feet of human, house elf, anything. And you don't. And so you you kind of crouch, but then kind of lift up to look over the edge downstairs. And the house elves are still down there. They seem to be pacing. And they're like whispering to each other like, should we tell him? Should we do something? Should we expel them? Should we just let this be? Pretend that we're not home. Pretend we're not home.
That's cute. Okay, well, I'm extra quiet.
You have a choice. Oh, actually, I'm going to say you look left because there is a doorway leading left, but it is covered by, it looks like something fell inside that entranceway, blocking your way. The way to your right, there's a door, and then you can go around this opening looking downstairs. That's like a square formation. You can go around the square, and you will see from where you are right now, there are 2 staircases leading directly downstairs to where they are. And there is a hallway beyond that on your level leading to some light that you can't quite make out from here. You have a lot of choices.
Yeah, I do.
And you went in here alone.
I did. Well, I'm gonna go towards the light.
Alright. Give me a dex check for your sneak.
15.
Lovely.
Plus 6.
You make your way very easily all the way around because they seem so distracted by their slight arguments, slight fear-based conversation that you make your way around. And you are now straddled by the entrance to, not the entrance, but the tops of both staircases leading downstairs. And you can see now you are at a T leading to another left and right just beyond the stairs. And the light that you saw is actually a great wall of windows. So I'm going to have a hard time describing this, but bear with me. You are on the other side of the house now from where the front door was. You're at the back wall now, okay? And against the back wall is a 2-story gigantic wall of windows. So the light is actually coming from the outside. That's what the light is.
Far too many windows.
A lot of windows, and they go from the very bottom floor all the way up to the top of the second floor. And so that means you can actually peek over and you're seeing a great sitting room where you could have meals or like just lounge or whatever. And through the giant windows, you see a back garden consisting of a hedge maze. Yeah. Beyond the hedge maze seems to be a large greenhouse.
Oh.
There are ways to get downstairs. With the T, you can go left and right. What are you doing while she's meandering?
I'm just intently listening. I'm staying on standby because I don't want to leave where Erin would know that we are.
Okay.
Because if she needs help, she needs to be able to count on us being where she left us.
Okay. Give me a cunning check.
Okay. Although I am considering forks in the road now. At least my character would be. Cunning of 3.
You do not notice anything.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Franz does not notice anything.
Of course. Stupid Darnsey Swedish boy.
Alright.
How dare you say that?
What do you do? Where do you go? Where'd you come from, Cotton Eye Joe?
Holding my tongue so hard right now.
Left, I guess.
Left?
Yes.
You go left. And pretty quick, you come across a door labeled powerful.
What? I can't tell what it says.
No, because the panel, or the plate, has been ripped off.
Interesting. It's got like serious vibes.
Let me use the bathroom. You guys can commingle if you want to.
Oh, I don't want to.
Okay.
I'm just kidding.
What the hell, Jeff?
For the sake of not being meta. Well, I don't want to.
I don't like gravy.
Oh. I don't really want to.
Saw my life flash before my eyes. It was very boring. Well, you know, I'm just trying to find a fireplace at this point. Nip some flue powder. Do you remember if there seemed to be... The problem is if I get that and I come back outside, like, would we be able to make a fire to go back to school? I don't know. I don't
we have
know
stuff
that magic.
available for that.
Do we know that magic though?
There's woods, and I have incendio.
Okay.
You can create a fire of some sort.
To go back with. Alright, that's the plan at the moment. But part of me wants to, like, check out that greenhouse, too. But that's stupid. Who would have a fireplace in a greenhouse? But I'm just super interested in greenhouses. I know you would be.
Oh, yes.
Plants and or cool animals that take care of plants.
Alright.
Well.
Say what you need to say.
Say what you need to say.
Oh, say what you need to say.
I don't remember the other words.
It's really just say what you need to say over and over and over again.
So, I would like to try the doorknob and see if it's unlocked.
It is. Give me a cunning check.
Okay.
I feel like the way that I use cunning in these games is basically investigation check, insight check, perception check.
Yeah.
It's weird how they, to me, it's weird how they break it up into 3, but I'm like, they're all the same.
I rolled a 17 plus 1.
On the other side of the door, before you fully opened it, you hear a non-sexual moaning.
Oh god.
It's probably sexual.
I don't like this at all. Okay, well, I'm just gonna shut that and try another door, to be honest. I'm sorry, because I'm alone. I'm trying to get what I need and get the hell out of here.
I get it.
The flue powder could be moaning.
Wait, is there a fireplace?
You didn't even open the door. You creaked it, like you opened it, you turned the doorknob and you're like, nope.
Alright, whatever. Going down to find the next door.
Left or right?
Continuing down this way.
Okay. Well, so at the T, you went left, and you got to the end,
Oh.
and then there was a door. And to the right, I'm just going to tell you this. If you look right, you're like, ooh, a window looking more at the garden in the back. So if you look left, you'll be now turning again towards the front of the house. And you see another door on your right.
I'm gonna try that door.
The door on the right opens to a beautiful bathroom.
Alright, well that's nice. That's lovely. Does it smell good?
Yeah.
Cool. Alright.
Or it smells neutral. Like, it doesn't smell like, you know,
Gonna shut
cinnamon.
That. Gonna shut that quietly. And keep exploring up here.
You see
it quietly.
You see an opening to another outdoor patio, just beyond the bathroom door, still on the right side of the wall. It's a short patio with another table somewhere that you can just hang out if you lived here. But you don't live here. You're intruding.
Yeah. Big time intruding.
And then, straight ahead,
Hope nobody has guns.
you see an opening into a 2-story library. And in there is a staircase that leads down to the bottom floor.
Wow.
There are hundreds of books in there.
That's awesome. But Jenny's more excited about that than Aaron, that's for sure. Aaron doesn't open books on
Just break into song like Belle.
Except for this one.
The house elves are like, fuck!
Little town, it's a quiet village every day. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to. Is there anywhere else to go up here, like any other doors on this level?
Not on this left side that you've picked, no.
Okay, I'm gonna go.
Oh, final thing, sorry. The bookcase that was blocking your way before, like when you first entered this house, and I said that the way to your left was blocked from something that fell, you see now in the library that a bookcase had fallen and blocked the way. So you now know you've done a semicircle back to like where you started, but you can't breach that because a bookcase is blocking your loop. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I can't go back the other way.
You'll have to retrace your steps if you wanted to go back to the door.
Okay. I think I'm gonna go back to the door anyway to make sure there's not any other rooms to look at over there.
Okay. So you'll turn around, library behind you, and you'll head back. There's the bathroom. There's the door. There's the voting room. You turn right, and you are back in the left side of the T. You keep going, and then you see the wall of windows again. So now you have straight, which you have not explored, and you have right, leading back to where you started.
Down the one I didn't explore.
Okay. You head straight. Give me a dex check.
Oh God. 11 plus 6.
These days.
Nope. God, I hate that.
Good thing I don't have ads on my videos, otherwise it would have been like an ad within an ad.
Yo, snake, go sneak with that shit.
You hear footsteps.
Oh, that's not good.
They are up above you.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
Do they sound like good footsteps or evil footsteps?
Okay, I'm gonna note of that. All right, I'm gonna keep going.
You appear on kind of more of an opening where there is a staircase immediately to your right leading up to the 3rd floor. There is a continuation to the hallway leading to 2 doors.
Right.
There's a mini hallway to your left leading to another door. There's doors effing everywhere.
Fuck. All right, let's journey over to this.
Door, and you get a door.
Give me a dex check at disadvantage. So what this will do is you're going to give me 2 dex checks, and we're keeping the lowest one.
17.
Baller.
Nice.
16.
Also baller.
Wow.
Salt today.
You maintain I need to be quiet this whole time, and you stubbornly move forward to where?
The 2 doors.
Okay. There's a left and a right and a window between them seeing out to the side gate, or to the side yard.
Do either of them say anything?
The left one says... Actually, no. Let me think. How would I say this? You're moving pretty fast, so you haven't really looked at the walls. The one on the right is not labeled. The one on the left will say Enric. E-N-R-I-C.
Alright, I'm gonna try the one that doesn't have a name on it.
It opens easily, and you see that it's a study. However, give me a magizoology check.
Alright, sounds good. Oh shit. 18!
Yeah, it's kind of her bag, you know?
You
That's my bag, baby.
are instantly thrown back to the smell of a month ago when you were up close and personal with a hide behind.
Uh-oh. That's not good.
You look down and you see foot markings, scratches, and feces.
Shit, what the fuck? Okay, she's kind of freaked out. Must be the person who's been letting them into the castle. Ding, ding, ding.
Ert! Ert!
What's that?
Ert! Where have you gone? You hear a voice outside.
Do I hear?
Alright, give me a cunning check. Let's see.
6.
You hear a vague sound. From your perspective, it's upstairs inside.
So when you say voice outside, it's outside.
Outside the
from
door
study.
she went
Got
in,
it.
yeah.
Go on.
Is there a fireplace in here?
Yes.
Is there flue powder? Can I
Cunning check.
Oh my lord. So scary. Oh fuck. 3 plus 1.
You don't know, but you don't see one.
Cool. I'm gonna try to get out of here and go try the other door.
You hear a door open somewhere in the hallway outside, and a louder voice say, "Ert!"
What do I do? Oh shit. Balls. I guess I have to hide in here. Is there anywhere to hide?
Yes, there's a table. There's a desk that you can push underneath the desk and hide with a chair between you. There is a window that's actually open, just there, against the wall, obviously. That's open, that you can pull a hitman and actually, like, hang outside. That's what you see immediately.
Can I tell if there's like a patio out there?
There's not.
Okay.
I don't mean to be giving you anxiety.
No! It's alright. I think I'm gonna fucking go out there and try to hang.
Okay.
And hopefully this fool can hear me and help me down, because I'm over this. I think. Sorry.
Alright.
And now we know there's fucking someone home, so we can just barge in together as a team.
Cunning check and then dex check, please.
Okay. 12.
Cunning
plus
check
1.
tells you that the voice is one of the house elves calling out for someone.
Okay. Cool. Now Dex.
Dex check.
7 plus 6.
7 plus 6 is 13. You dive for the window, convinced that the door behind you is going to open any second with the house elf looking in here. Knowing full well, you being you, the house elves are powerful on their own without wands.
Yeah, you don't fuck with those.
So,
especially if there's an evil family.
if
Who
they
knows?
wanted to do you harm, they could. Based on how they interacted, you don't know if they will, but you're not willing to chance
Nope.
it. This is not something that you do. And so you suddenly just want out. And so you run for the window, hoping that your friends can see you, knowing that you're going to be appearing on the outside of the right side of the house. Luckily, on the closer side to where you guys started all of this. And you dive out, straddle the sill, and then just hang outside.
Gregory! I whisper, scream. Gregory!
Willpower.
5
Cunning.
plus 6.
Plus 6. Okay.
11. And you want
11.
I can't let that pass up. You guys are matching on numbers. You
Yeah.
hear her.
Yeah.
You hear her 11 whisper.
I go like,
And Franz will actually be the first to hear her because he's closest to that corner. He'll like sidle over and go like, "Great, oh my god!" And he'll like run under her.
okay. I'm gonna try the Wingardium Leviosa.
You levitate her back into the window.
That's a 4.
Evasion.
It's
Evasion.
a 4 plus 5 is 9. That'd be really funny.
Okay.
I rolled a 4 plus 5 for 9 for Dex. And then a 14 plus 6. So dirty 20.
You let go because you feel the spell kind of lift you, and so you let go and you are gradually brought down
You want down?
until suddenly the dex check sort of fails halfway and Franz catches you.
I'm really happy, and I give Franz a hug.
He will hug you back and go, "I'm Swedish, I love hugs."
Bouncy hugs.
What on earth happened in there? How did you get all... What?
One of the house elves was looking for someone in Earth, and I thought they were going to find me any minute. So,
Erd. Who's Erd?
I don't know, but there's definitely something in there moaning, and there's house elves in there.
Okay.
And
What kind of moaning was
I
it?
didn't find anything. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's okay.
Moaning. I'm moaning of a non-sexual nature. Just like someone was in pain, probably, and then
Someone's in pain?
yeah.
It's terrible.
But I don't know. I didn't want to go in there just in case. I was trying to get what we need and get out. I failed at that, but I saw evidence of hide behind shit and leavings and smells in one room. So, Scooby-Doo moment. If I knew what Scooby-Doo was. I probably do. This is...
You probably Scooby-Doo.
It's been on for a long time. Oh, that's hilarious.
I know, that was pretty funny,
Anyway,
right?
I think we should try to barge in there. I do.
I do.
Or,
It could have been a hide behind that was in pain.
I think it sounded like a person, right?
It sounded more human, yeah.
Yeah, something
So
smaller.
there's a person in pain. Well,
So there's a person
Let's go
in
ask-
pain,
Okay.
and you left them.
it's kind of where my characters are right now. Like, well, it's good that you came out to let us know
Well,
because we're more powerful together.
Something might have happened to me, and let's go ask them who Urt is. Let's do that. Yes.
I'm down. Franz, you down?
All right.
I still am sort of a fan of the sneaking now. However, if a house elf was upstairs, you say he was upstairs?
Yes.
Alright. If he's upstairs and the other one is too, that means the downstairs door may be left unlocked. I doubt it. But if we are able to go through there, we could maybe sneak in. If they're not watching the front door.
I'm good with the sneaking if it's all three of us.
Let's go. No.
Alright.
Yes.
Alright, let's do this. Alright.
God.
Front door's locked.
Do you have
Don't
a
you have that
Aurora?
spell?
I don't think I have it, do you?
No.
Sorry.
Franz, you know Elohim.
Yep. Aloha.
You're kidding me.
He rolled a 20.
This is broken.
So, Aloha Mora. And there is
Pretty
a
useful, you know that.
there's a thick thunk inside the oak door, and he's able to slowly open it. And as the door opens and you guys sidle in, you notice the room is just as wide and open as what you saw before, but you're now below that opening looking down. Yep. Above you, where Jenny appeared in this house, what I didn't mention before because she was so freaked out, is that there's a huge multi-layered chandelier made of elk antlers.
Chandelier.
And then around there's paintings. There is fancy furniture everywhere. There's random wardrobes and seating poofs and things that are obviously, hey, we're rich. We have unnecessary furniture. Isn't that cute? That kind of shit. This house was obviously made to impress. However, upon closer inspection, because you guys are together, therefore feeling more confident, therefore your blood pressure's a little bit lower, you are noticing that if you really look, there is a thin layer of dust throughout. Also, the younger looking house elf is right there.
Oh, shit.
Real quick, I just want to say, I think this house belongs to someone or a family that doesn't use it anymore, but somebody else is squatting temporarily, maybe.
I like that idea. Or
But
someone.
the young house elf is right here. I'm going to be startled because I'm startled easily. I go, what?
I have no chill. I ask him who Urt is. Immediately.
I'm Urt.
Oh.
Your Earth, of course.
Bernie?
Shh, shh, shh.
Excuse me.
Just
Do you mind?
no.
There was apparently... Maybe you should take this up, man. Sorry.
Give us.
He is standing right below and next to, because he's short, a long tassel connecting to the bottom of the second floor and coming down. And you will recognize it as like a servant's calling cord.
Oh, jeez.
And he's standing right next to it. And so as you guys are like, do you want to, as you guys are like
I
stopping and
cast
going.
Wingardium Leviosa on the rope.
Sorry. Aaron's busy humming the Downton Abbey thing.
11 plus 5 is 16, and a nat 20.
You lift it out of his reach, and you'll go. Bernie,
We just need some flu powder and we'll leave.
I cannot,
We
Miss.
just want to go back to school, please, God. We're stranded here.
Miss, if I give you the flu powder that Master did not give to you, I will be severely punished, and he is very angry with me already.
Okay.
Why is he angry with you?
I cannot say, Miss.
Can you tell us why there's the sound of a person who's in pain behind one of the doors?
You cannot know this. You cannot know. There's no one here except Master. No, I cannot say that. No. And
So
he
the-
actually will
so-
start to hit himself.
Oh no, don't hit yourself. Stop
The
that.
master is here, and the master's in pain. I
He
take it?
will start shouting
Yeah.
for
Oh.
Bernie.
Do you have any like shut up spells?
Bernie Sanders?
No, Ert and Bernie.
Bernie Sanders. Oh.
Do I have like the opposites? Do I have the opposite of like anapneo?
The opposite. Do you have a choking spell?
Oh, Bert.
Cast Vader.
Cast force choke.
Silencio, por favor.
Yeah, I don't have silencer.
Oh, gosh. I just ask him, please be quiet. Ugh. Maybe he has any ideas how we can get back.
You know what? Summoning Bernie, I think, would be a great idea.
Yeah.
Go for it, and I
Fuck it.
put the tassel back down.
He'll see it fall, and he'll look at it like it's a last hope, and he'll leap, put two hands on it, and swing on it. And as he swings, his weight barely manages to budge it down, and there's a loud boom,
Cool.
boom that resonates through the manor. And several things happen at once.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh boy.
He lets go and falls on his back onto the floor, gets up and scurries very quickly to a door on the right side. And as he shuts the door behind him, there's
15 dragons come out.
there is a
What?
thin veil of purple magicka that appears over the door.
Okay.
Within the room itself, not much changes, but throughout you see motes of dust start to shake off certain pieces of furniture because the walls seem to be shaking from something changing within the manor.
What in the hell's
You
moving
hear
castle's this?
you hear some things grinding as things moves elsewhere. You hear doors open. You hear doors shut. Bernie, the older elf, appears at the top where Jenny was in the upper square, and he looks down at you and says, "You are not supposed to be here. Now they will get you, and it will not be our fault." The moaning appears in front of you.
Is that
as
the moaning? Is that
long
recognize
fingers
that?
reach around one of the staircases, and a dark, haired, long dark hair appears around the corner, covering the face of a woman that it seems to be gliding towards you. She is easily 7 feet tall,
Oh, God.
and the hair is outrageously long, almost dragging on the ground. And her long fingers seem to search the air for you. And as she gets closer and closer, she reaches back with her neck, and you see her mouth is too big for the proportion of her face.
Oh, no.
And she lets out this hellish shriek,
Isn't that a banshee?
screaming at the two
yeah.
of you.
I definitely think so. I don't think I even need a mag-G zoology check, but is it a banshee?
It's a banshee.
It's a banshee.
You all will need to give me a willpower check.
Okay, that's fair.
Not good.
5 plus 6 for 11.
I'm going to get my friends killed. 13 plus 6.
Jenny, you succeed. Jeff, you fail.
Okay.
And Franz succeeds. You are feared, Jeff. All right. 1 moment, please.
I cast Wingardium Leviosa an awful lot outside of combat. Is there any way that I could recover some of that?
Everything is recovered because enough time has passed by that you guys will have,
With the exception of me lifting the rope, I imagine, because that was recent.
and lifting her actually. So yeah.
Okay,
So 2 Wingardium Leviosas.
got it. Thank you. Yes.
All right. Jenny, your turn.
I cast Babelius.
Oh my god.
Oh,
I dropped my dice on my floor again.
That was an 18.
Whoa, are we doing Jumanji? Sick. I'm so sorry.
dude, I am so sorry. I didn't realize it was right next to me. Man, sorry.
It's alright.
Sorry.
Babelius was my new spell.
Just tell me to be more observant next time.
Be more observant next time.
Thank you.
Gregory. Sick.
I wasn't expecting a boss battle.
I'm dumb tonight.
Who said this is a boss?
I don't know. I imagine 7 feet tall, gigantic mouth creeper with friggin' super long
That
hair that
was
can
13
fear me.
damage.
Nice.
25% chance to stun target.
Alright, roll a d4. And either call a number or it will be 4 if you don't call it.
Oh, 2. Shit.
Okay. Alright. Jeff,
Did it hit?
you hit. She screams, but not in like the painful wailing, hurting your ears way, but like, ow, bitch, ow, why? Kind of way.
What, do I know anything specific about banshees?
You know that they need to be killed because they are capable of bursting eardrums
Oh, my, yeah, shit.
and driving those insane.
I should have told you all that. I'm so sorry. My great friend, huh?
No, this
Super.
isn't a magizoology matter. This is
Oh.
like one of the creatures that you've been warned the Death Eaters use.
Yeah. Do I
May use. Like the
do I
Inferi or Dementors.
do I know if banshees bleed or not?
They do. They are organic. They are very human-like.
Okay. I am going to not cast Rectal because I'm feared, but I will keep that in the back of my mind. I'm going to use a minor action to take a step back away from its reach and call out saying to use Reducto on it to Franz. And do I know if banshees cast spells?
You do not know them to cast spells, but their voice themselves is supernatural.
Okay. Man, that is a very precarious predicament. I don't have, oh no, I don't have Seymour Serum. And me being feared this turn is really not good. Okay. Yeah, I'm just going to suggest that Franz use Reducto, and I'm going to cast Wingardium Leviosa on Bernie. (16 + 5) and 6 + 6.
You cast Wingardium Leviosa on the house elf, and he levitates so high that he goes over the barricade or the banister of the upper level. He's not like over the square and like able to fall 2 stories, but he's up, and you can see his whole body, and he looks very much. Put me down, you fool! Why?
I'm not going to address his fear for now. We'll
Okay.
let him be afraid for a moment.
Okay. Bobilius! No, I'm kidding. It was He casts Reducto as you recommended. Ooh, 8 plus 5 bleed damage.
Nice.
So that is 26 total. She receives a heavy blow to her left shoulder, and you hear a definitive snap as she reels back, screams, and then charges towards him. Her turn will consist of her using Banshee Scream, which casts. Give me, all of you, another willpower check.
10 plus 6.
You are not feared anymore.
9 plus 6.
You are not feared. And neither is Franz. Suck it, bitch.
Super duper.
However,
Super duper.
this time, since she's getting closer to you, you all take 3 true damage. And she is going to try to swipe with her good hand at Franz's face.
Oh no, Franz. Franz, no.
You said we all take 3 true as AoE?
With her voice, yes.
Oh, got it. Okay.
His defense is shit, so that hits, and she will be dealing him, 7 damage. So 10 damage total. Alright. Alright, Jenny, your turn.
Let's see what Augmenti does. Boom. Ooh, 3. Whoops.
That is defense. That's dex. So 3 plus 6.
Yeah.
That will miss.
Well, shit. Sorry.
It's okay.
That's all I can do, I think.
Any movement you want to do? Any minor action?
How close to her am I?
You are now that she's on Franz. You are within 5 feet of her.
I'm gonna move closer to him.
Okay, so you are pretty much on top of both of their situation, and that is going to be it. Jeff, you are not feared anymore, and you are maintaining the regarding Leviosa. If you turn focus on her, you will let him go.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to demand that. This is rough. I'm going to demand that Bernie take care of the Banshee and put the house the way it was, or else I'll drop him.
Nice.
Okay. I will give him his turn. He's not really involved in the battle, but he will shout back, "I have no power over the house, sir. Only the master can reset the creatures."
Oh, great. There's more than one.
That would be major.
I'll give you a
major,
minor.
I guess. Minor. Ert said Master was here.
He will say. It is Franz's turn.
Oh my god, I'm so stupid.
What?
We could have just tried to hail the night bus.
Franz's spell will miss, regardless of what he was going to cast.
I don't think that'll work if we survive this.
Still use the mana that you are going to cast from your last spell that failed.
Right.
However, she
Okay.
ticks for that 13 reducto damage. So she's at 39. There is blood spewing down her side now from her busted shoulder. And she looks very livid as she tries to connect her nails into a point and pierce him through.
Oh, shit.
She doesn't even bother to scream this time. It's gonna hit.
Oh no.
It's 9 bleed damage. Okay. Your turn. Oh, and the hall fills with Franz's screams.
Yeah, of course.
Shit, Franz, poor baby. I'm going to cast the Aguamenti. 7
Okay.
plus
Roll again.
6. Oh, roll again
Mhm.
for damage.
Yeah, roll again for willpower.
Oh. 10.
Okay. So roll damage.
Sorry. 2 plus 6 is 8.
8 damage. You douse her with water, and as a geyser shoots from the tip of your wand, you wash away the blood as it mixes into the carpet beneath. A few of the droplets actually hit the back of your the back of Gregory's head, but you're just like, I'm so mad at this elf. I don't even care. I'm wet. She does not remove her fist from Franz's chest, but she's like,
Oh shit, can I minor action try to get him away from her? Or.
with a minor action, you can grab onto them, but it'd be a greater action to try to separate them.
Ooh.
So
Okay.
you can try to prep for next turn by doing that.
Yeah, I'll prep
Okay.
to do that.
Right.
Am I able to set Bernie down as a minor action?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to...
Actually, that'd be an instant. No, that is ending sustain, so that'd be minor. So yeah, that's a minor.
Ending a sustain is an instant.
Never mind, it'd be an instant. So you basically be just like, and it just end. If you're wanting to nicely set him down, it's a minor.
Okay, that's what kind of was getting at. Can I nicely set him down while ordering him?
Yes. Within reason.
I'm gonna. It's going to be a very short command.
Okay.
It's going to be a very, because I know house elves are really good at taking commands. But I'm going to be very sternly, gently setting him down, but then also very sternly saying, "Find the master in here now."
Okay.
Okay. And then I turn to my best friend and cast Repair Force to cure the bleed damage.
Sick.
And crit.
You heal. You get rid of his bleed damage and restore him equal to half your magic.
Great.
1.
So I get rid of the next tick of bleed and cure him for 1, and as an instant I'm casting a Pisky. That should be a success. D4 plus 1, so that's 2. So 2 plus 1 is 3 healing total, including my crit earlier. So it removes the bleed, heal him for 3, a total of 9 NP down, and I am completely spent. That was a lot. I'm very happy with that turn. I got done what I needed to get done.
Okay. Oh. Yeah, he can't focus, so like he can't get anything off. He's just grabbing the wrist and cannot cast anything through his
Yeah.
So his turn passes with both fails. Her turn.
That sucks.
What's both your defenses?
My defense should be 8, 9. I have 9 defense.
9.
Cool.
9!
Wow, I'm working like shit.
Oh.
She will actually not be able to. She'll be confused by you grabbing on, so she won't really know what to do. So she will instead try to chomp at you.
Oh. Oh, I've been bitten so many times. give it a try.
6 damage.
This is leathery skin. Okay.
Your shoulder has banshee bite damage.
Ugh.
Gross.
You do not see Bernie anymore, so you do not know if he's still there, collapsed, or ran off. You don't know.
Burning. Cute.
Jenny, your turn.
Excellent. Am I allowed to both cast a spell and sort of lean into him as I do it?
Yes.
Because I'm trying to, like, hit her with a force of something that might knock us away from her at the same time. Does that make sense?
I think so.
Doing a flippendo, and if it's forceful enough, maybe it'll, like, either repel her away or blow us back, or both.
Okay.
Physics, y'all! A 7!
And again.
Plus, what was that? 6?
Mm-hmm.
7.
Plus willpower.
6.
Okay. That casts, so roll damage for Flipendo.
Oh, it's only half magic. Oh, bummer! That's okay. 3.
3 damage. You see her fingernails finally separate from him, and unfortunately with those 2 7s, regardless of your bonuses, it didn't cause as much distance as you wanted, but she is out of him,
Okay.
and it was buffed back like maybe a foot at most.
Okay, well, I'll take it.
You can also, if you had time to actually like look at the wound, there's trickling of blood, but with your miraculous spell, it was just like, but that's enough.
Alright, that's enough.
Your spell? Or your
My
turn?
spell. Okay. So the Banshee's buffeted back away from Franz.
Yes, and she looks livid and weakened.
Oh, good.
Is Franz on both his feet, or is he like,
Both
or is
feet.
he like prone?
No, not prone.
Okay.
Up and at him, dog.
Minor action just stands in between Franz and the Banshee, telling Franz to step back while I step in front of him. And I'm going to try and set the Banshee's hair on fire with Incendio. So it's a called shot,
Okay.
I guess. 11 plus 5 for 16.
Mm-hmm.
And then 16 plus 6 for my willpower.
Okay,
22.
called shot hits.
Super. It is a Incendio D4 plus magic burning damage. So D4 plus 2 burn. That's 5 burn.
Her hair is on fire.
Nice.
Oh boy. Does not crit. Surprising. Alright. Oh, there it is. With the final hit coming from his Defendo spell, he is able to see her vulnerable neck as she's thrashing around with her fiery hair, and he aims Defendo right across, and it decapitates her.
Oh. Franz, beautiful fucking
Did it again.
Franz is a goddamn beast. Join the dueling club, my god. You're a natural born aura.
The Banshee's voice is shut off from, her head being separated from her neck. And the head hits the ground first before the body slowly curls in on itself and then collapses to the ground. Both of you feel a wash of 300 XP hit you.
Oh,
Franz,
lovely.
you are awesome, dude.
Good job, Franz.
Fuck. I'm glad you're my friend.
Yeah, well, he's my best friend, so.
I know, I'm not trying to take him away. My best friend is John. We're good. Who's not here, I guess.
That was 4 turns worth, by the way, so you guys should have healed a net of 4 MP during
Thank
that
you.
fight.
I completely forgot to be doing that. I actually would have changed my mind on something I
I
did.
remembered. I was just
Previously.
deducting a point every time. I did a spell.
Alright.
It's only a good, okay.
That's a good way to do it.
As the mansion falls into a somewhat silence, You know that you are not alone in here. Not only are there 2 house elves, Bernie and Ert, there's a master apparently somewhere upstairs, and there are other creatures based on what Bernie said. How the hell has your day gone to this dramatic point?
Yeah.
We'll find out next week.
It's all my fault.
No, it's not.
I don't think it's your fault.
I haven't hopped into the fire.
I think it's our decision to chase after the smell of smoke for the betterment of Hogwarts. So it's our sense of adventure and rightness that's got us here.
Would we be able to take the night bus back? Do I know that or not?
Based on, well, probably not, because this is a little meta. The gate was shut to the manor, and so if you like walked quite a ways, just like totally like sent the middle finger to this whole manor idea and just kept going, eventually, then yeah.
Okay.
But that would have been kind of a let's hope this works for quite a while before it worked.
Yeah.
Right. Fuck. Okay. Good to know.
But we're in the manor, and we just killed the Banshee. Feeling good.
That's true.
Feeling sassy.
Did any loot fall off of her?
You will find out next week.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like Banshee blood might be useful.
I'm glad you guys had fun.
I
think this one was a lot more lively for you.
As like you got sprayed with it, I thought, oh, he wants to probably lick that up and collect it or taste it or whatever. We did a lot of stuff last week. Actually, I was listening to that one.
I'm
we
really
did more than you think.
I'm really embarrassed by last week, honestly.
Why?
So I'm just really hard on myself with D&D. So
it's still recording, by the way.
I know. I'm fine hearing myself say this.
Yeah.
You
and my
can't
3
always
listeners.
get things to go with just 2 people. I feel like.
Well, I mean, I think it was
easier or
sort of
harder
like
to
a
agree on
description of
things?
what had happened during break, kind of thing. So it was all like outside of Hogwarts, outside of the intrigue and the mystery of the school and the goings-ons
we didn't
of the
have
place.
Any battles or
so
whatever.
it was sort of like really setting up for this session.
Yeah.
Which this session was very much like you're going into some shit.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
You guys are you are thoroughly now into Act 2 of the campaign.
Oh,
so
shit.
I don't know how you could think that this was only going to be like 3 episodes.
The other mini campaigns are only a couple.
I extended it quite a bit.
Okay.
Because I realized that because the original idea was just hide behinds, and I'm like, I want there to be more, so I added more and more. Yeah.
Expansion packs and
also Jade Wizard came to be because I was listening to Trevor play Warhammer for the millionth time, and he mentioned that the enemy army had a Jade Wizard. I'm like, oh, I fucking need to put a Jade Wizard into the game.
Yeah, that's a really cool sounding thing.
Yeah,
I have to say.
So I made it my own thing.
That. No, I have to ask. Is he playing some sort of video game version of that, or the actual board where you paint all the little things?
It's a PC game.
Okay.
Yeah.
all right, guys, say bye-bye.
Oh,
Bye-bye!
bye-bye now.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.